And welcome. Thank you for sharing your time with us this morning. As you come in and get settled in, kindly remember to turn off or silence your cell phones. And then listen to this beautiful prelude to help you center your spirit, quiet your mind, and set a wonderful intention for our service this morning. Thank you.
Good morning to you all. Those of you that are here in person and those of you that are watching us online, what a beautiful morning to come together, isn't it? On my way here, I was singing, "It's a beautiful morning." So let the joy and the peace and the love of God that is present, because you are here and God is everywhere present, Let that bubble within you as we begin our service today. We have something wonderful planned for you. Our guest musician today is one of our very own, Margie Sutherland. So we welcome Margie this morning. We send her love and light and gratitude for serving. So let us light the Christ candle. And as I do, would you say with me, once it's lit, our affirmation of oneness. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in our lives. God, the good, omnipotent. And would you say with me our vision and mission statement? Centered in God, we embrace a world of love, peace, and abundance for all. And our mission statement, to inspire positive change in our spiritual lives and in the world. And now Janice and Hampton will lead us in some beautiful congregational songs. Thank you.
Welcome, everybody. It's great to see you. Would you please stand and join with Hampton and I in singing our first congregation song today, Spirit is Joy.
Spirit is joy, oh holy joy. Spirit is joy, oh holy joy. Spirit is joy, oh holy joy. Let your light shine through. Let your thoughts reflect the truth that you and God are one. Shout about the light within and shine like the sun. Spirit is joy, oh holy joy. Spirit is joy, oh holy joy. Spirit is joy, oh holy joy. Let your light shine through. Let your thoughts reflect the truth that you and God are one. Shout about the light within and shine like the sun. Spirit is joy, oh holy joy. Spirit is joy, oh holy joy. Spirit is joy, oh holy joy. Let your light shine through.
Great, beautiful job. And we are one. We are one in the Spirit. Here we go.
We are one in the Spirit, we are one in the Lord. We are one in the Spirit, we are one in the Lord. And we know that our unity shall not be ignored. And we'll show we are one by our love, and show we are one by our love. We will work with each other, we will work hand in hand. We will work with each other, we will work hand in hand. And we'll reach our purpose, and together we'll stand. And we'll show we are one by our love, and we'll show we are one by our love. We will pray with each other, we will pray side by side. We will pray with each other, we will pray side by side. And we'll reach out to everyone with Christ as our guide. And we'll show we are one by our love, and we'll show we are one by our love.
Great, beautiful job. Thank you. Please have a seat.
Gratitude is my heart's song. Gratitude is my heart's natural response when I think of the best life has to offer. But sometimes, when I compare my circumstances with someone else's, or when I am distracted by negative thoughts or challenging situations, my closed heart may feel resentment rather than gratitude. I let the first twinge of resentment remind me to return to gratitude. I pause, breathe, and remember the truth of my being. Knowing I am a unique expression of God, I open my heart and realize again the divine presence that is always within me. I mindfully reconnect with the indwelling life, love, wisdom, understanding, and strength that has helped me grow through even the most challenging experiences of my life. My heart sings with gratitude. And from Psalm 86:12, I give thanks to you, O Lord my God, with my whole heart.
Pausing and breathing, those are so important. Today's first special music is a song by Karen Drucker, and it's called Breathe. Some of you may know it. I'm going to program this for us in September as one of our congregation songs, so I thought this would be a good chance to sing it together. So if we have the lyrics up, if we can turn to the lyrics, we'll start. If you recognize it, join with me, and if you don't, join with me anyway. I breathe in, I breathe out, I take in, I give out, I let love, I let go, I release, I know, I forgive, I receive, I can feel, I believe, I am healed, I am whole, I release, I know. Okay, big breath and breathe. One more time. Big breath. I breathe in, I breathe out, I take in, I give out, I let love, I let go, I release, I know. No need to push, no need to try, no need to worry or to question why. Surrender, just let go, release, and know. Last time. Just breathe.
So beautiful. At this time, our prayer chaplains will be offering a healing prayer. If you would like prayer with them after the service, they will be in the prayer chapel right here to the right. They'll be there for 20 minutes to offer you one-on-one prayer. You can also fill out a prayer slip in one of the chairs in front of you and place those in the prayer box. They will be prayed over and sent to Silent Unity, where they will be prayed over additionally for another 30 days. So I'm turning this over for you to do your healing prayer.
So, as
we breathe in, we are aware that we are breathing in love. And as we breathe out, we are aware we are breathing out love to go where it will. And as we place our hands on our prayer box, I invite you to place your hand on your heart. Feel the power there. So gentle, yet powerful. For all the names that have been lovingly placed in our prayer box, and ourselves, and for those we may hold in our hearts and minds, we unfold with love, with healing power. And we know wholeness. Wholeness is our birthright. It has never left us. We were born with it. We will live our entire lives whole. So as we breathe in, we are aware that we are breathing in the love of God. And as we breathe out, we are aware we are breathing out the love of God to go where it will. Blessed be. Amen.
Thank you, Martha. And as we prepare for meditation, let's sing together. Every need is fulfilled.
Every need is fulfilled. I am rich. I am wealthy. Every need is provided for me. I am rich. I am wealthy. Every morning brings me more. Too much bounty to ignore. Every thought is a prayer. I am here. I am happy. Every day is dividing inspired. I am here. I am happy. In the stillness, I find peace. Love and light will never cease. Every need is fulfilled.
With that awareness, let us now enter a time of meditation, of going within and touching the essence of our very being. So I'd like you to become very comfortable right where you are. Place your feet flatly on the floor, feeling the groundedness of the earth beneath you. Lay your hands open, perhaps on your lap, facing upward. And gently close your eyes. And breathe. breathe in love. The love that surrounds you, the love that is with you, the love that is the essence of your being. And breathe out love. Imagine that loving energy flowing from you to every person present and even beyond. Breathe. And go deeper, deeper within. Let your breath guide you. And as you see yourself going deeper within, feel the spaciousness of your being. Feel the expansiveness that is within you, the universe that is within you. That space has no borders, no boundaries, no limitation. It is pure stillness. No noise from the world can invade that space. Allow yourself to let go and rest there. Just rest. Nowhere to go. No place to be. But in this universe of infinite stillness and peace. See yourself as if you were floating on a pool. Letting go, releasing any need to strive, to fix, to figure things out. Right now, simply rest in this boundless space where God and you are one. God is now. God is enough. Let your shoulders relax. Let your thoughts begin to get slow down. And imagine your heart opening like a flower opening to the sunlight. In this space, you are safe. You are held by something unseen. It is love. It is the love essence that you are. It is the love, divine love that holds and sustains you in every breath. It is the love that never sleeps. It is the love that is with you always. And as you imagine yourself being held in this boundless space by this divine love, let peace wash over you. Like gentle waves of the ocean, let it wash over you. And listen as the Spirit speaks to you and says, all is well, my beloved. There is nothing for you to do but be here now. You have no role to play, no mask to wear. In this sacred moment, you can just rest and allow yourself to be loved. Breathe. Let love hold you. And in this precious stillness, remember. Remember who you are. Remember that you're never separated from the divine. You have never been and you will never be. In fact, you are the expression of divine love. Knowing this, you can trust that all things are unfolding for your highest and your greatest good. And you can rest. I invite you now to simply just rest in the silence. Now it's time to bring your awareness back into this space, knowing that that inner sanctuary of peace, that inner place of stillness and love, you carry with you wherever you go. With one breath, you can return and rest there. So begin to maybe wiggle your fingers a little bit and shrug your shoulders to bring yourself back into this place, feeling refreshed and renewed and rested peacefully. I invite you to gently open your eyes when you are ready. And so it is. Amen. Namaste.
Namaste, namaste. I meet the Christ within you. I am love, I am joy, I am the divine. Namaste, namaste. I meet the Christ within you. You are love, you are joy, you are God divine. Namaste, namaste. I meet the Christ within you. We are love, we are joy, we are God divine.
So today I want to speak to you about remembering the Sabbath. Boy, this message speaks so deeply to me personally. And I ask myself, or ask you, what is the Sabbath? We have all kinds of different ideas of what the Sabbath is. In Judaism, it's the seventh day of the week, from Friday evening to Saturday evening. It's a day to observe, a day of rest, a day to worship and commemorate God's rest after the creation. In Christianity, many Christian traditions observe it on a Sunday. They honor the resurrection of the Christ, and it's used to serve it as a day of worship and spiritual renewal. In Unity, Sabbath is not a day on the calendar. It's a holy invitation to dwell in the presence of God. It's a pause that you could take at any time to remember who you are in God and remember what you may have forgotten in the noise of the world. It can get noisy out there, doesn't it? So Sabbath is, for me, is almost like a hush between the heartbeat, like that sacred stillness that I invited you into in our meditation, where the divine within whispers to the very weary soul, come, come, rest with me. Didn't it feel good to rest today in that stillness? That's the Sabbath, the rest in the presence of the divine. Hebrew scriptures call the Sabbath a lasting covenant, a promise that is found in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 20, verse 12. And it says this. Now pay attention. This is a really important verse. I give them my Sabbath as a sign between us so that they will know that I, the Lord, made them holy. You are holy. You are sacred. You are divine. We remember that in the pause, in the Sabbath rest. Charles Fillmore, in Keep a True Lent, writes, in the true Sabbath, our mind is turned to God every moment. We relax the outer consciousness, the human consciousness. We let go of all thoughts about material things, and we enter into the stillness of consciousness, the Christ consciousness, and begin to think of God and his laws. So there's a book. I ordered it so that maybe you could purchase it today at the grand celebration of the bookstore, but it didn't come on time, so it'll be here next week. Okay, I promise. It's a book by Wayne Muller, book titled Sabbath, Finding Rest, Renewal, and Delight in Our Busy Lives. Boy, that sounds a great thing to know about, right? Because our lives can get very busy. In that book, he speaks of rest as something that has been woven into the very fabric of creation. We just don't always notice it. He says there is a rhythm in the way that the day dissolves into night, and night into morning. There's a rhythm as the active growth of spring and summer is quieted by the necessary dormancy of the fall and winter. There is a tidal rhythm, a deep, eternal conversation between the land and the great sea. In our bodies, the heart perceptibly rests after each life-giving breath. There's a pause there. The lungs rest between the exhale and the inhale. Rest is woven into all creation. So if we do not learn to live in harmony with this rhythm of life that invites us to rest, we risk losing ourselves. The faster our lives move, even if we're doing it for a good cause or a noble cause, the faster we move, the more vulnerable we become to the weariness of the soul. Can you agree? Yes, I can definitely agree. So neglecting the Sabbath neglecting the Sabbath does more than just exhaust us. Okay? It does more than that. It reshapes the way that we live with one another in community. It influences how we respond to suffering in the world, how we extend compassion to one another, and how we seek peace and healing in a broken world. How can you Offer that when your soul has found no rest. So Wayne Moeller invites us to remember the Sabbath as a way to return to ourselves and remember what really matters. He says, like a path through the forest, Sabbath creates a marker for ourselves. So if we are lost, we can find our way back to our center. Remember the Sabbath means remember that everything that you have received is a blessing. Remember to delight in your life, in the fruit of your labor. Remember to stop and offer thanks for the wonder of it all. So when we honor the Sabbath, we step away from the labor to create a sacred space for a deeper, a sweeter connection with the source of our being. And doing that in that place of rest, things just become more clearer. We recognize that our lives are filled with grace. And whatever is ours to do, we can do it with grace, with peace, with love. So in the book of Exodus, it tells us that in 6 days, God created the heavens and the earth, and on the seventh day, God rested and was refreshed. So the word refreshed in Hebrew literally means that God exhaled. Can you take a breath and just exhale? It feels so good to let go. Ancient rabbis would teach that on the seventh day, God created tranquility and peace and serenity and rest. We're invited into that rest. Moeller says that forgetting the Sabbath is like forgetting to unwrap the most beautiful gift that's under the tree. I can see that. And Sabbath, it's important to know that it's a practice. It's a spiritual practice. It's a practice of faith, a deep trusting that everything in our lives is held by an ever-present, benevolent presence, and that everything is going to unfold in divine order. So why do we insist on being like the little mouse on a wheel? Exhausted, not taking time to connect, to know that all is well, all is unfolding for your good. And it is also a practice in humility, a reminder that our calling, our ministry, our work, whatever it is that we are doing, did not begin with us, and it will not end with us. That's humbling, isn't it? So the Sabbath invites us to rest, to breathe, to release, and to remember that we are not alone in this labor. We are part of something so much greater, something that's eternal. So I'll tell you a story. I'll tell you lots of stories about my life. Because this is how I learn. I remember a time early in my ministry where I felt the weight of every single need. I had just finished ministerial school. I was ordained. I had a new ministry. I was going like that little mouse in that wheel. And I felt the weight of everything. I felt the weight of every need, every prayer request, every meeting, every planning. And I thought that rest was something I could earn, okay, after I was done with everything I needed to do. I wasn't wise enough that to-do list never ends, right? But the work never ends. It just doesn't. So one Sunday afternoon, I had done the service at the church, and a congregant, I was going out to do a visit to the hospital, and I visited with that congregant, and when I was done, I was wiped. I had no energy, and I sat in that car. I couldn't even turn on the car. I just sat there, and I wept. I wept. I meant, I wept and loud. sobbing. Not because I was sad, but because I was tired. I was really tired. And in a moment, I just placed the hand over my heart and I just said a prayer. Help me. That's all I could say was, help me. And I sat with that hand over my heart, just breathing, just resting, just letting love wash over me, letting peace return to me. I sat there for a long time because I just couldn't drive home right away. And as I sat there just waiting, just resting, I heard that inner voice, when you're quiet and you're still, you could hear the still small voice, and it said, you are not the source, Luz. You are the vessel. Yeah, that was really eye-opener for me. I knew that, but I didn't know it at a cellular level. You know how we know things, but they haven't really gotten in, we haven't embodied it. How about that? We haven't embodied it. And so I have forgotten in my busyness, I have forgotten that God is my source, that I don't have to make anything happen. I have to just learn to walk in grace with God. Things will unfold when they're supposed to unfold. God is the infinite, unchanging source of my life. It is all wisdom, all love, all strength, all abundance. The source is within me and expresses through me, and it expresses through you. We're not the origin. We are the vessel that carries it. And how can we let anything pour into that vessel if we're constantly moving? How can the vessel be filled if you're too busy to be still and allow it to be filled? So I learned, and still am learning, because it's a practice. We do a practice because we haven't yet, mastered it. So we practice. I remember the Sabbath, not just when I'm feeling overwhelmed and depleted, but as my ongoing practice. Some of you know that I tell you that on my Saturdays are my Sabbath. I take time to rest. I take time to prepare. I stop the busyness whenever I can. I practice keeping it, not just to stop working, but to start trusting. To trust that God is my source. Trust that God is at work even when I'm not. That my work, this ministry, didn't begin with me. We know that. And it won't end with me. We know that. I honor the Sabbath as my soul's sacred exhale. So that I may serve from a place that's not striving, but from overflow, not from depletion, but from the fullness of divine grace and peace and love. There's a story in the Bible about a prophet named Elijah, and it speaks about Elisha's rest. If you want to read it, it's found in the book of 1 Kings, chapter 19. And Elijah had just been in battle, and he had a big victory over the prophet of Baal. And he received a threat from the Queen Jezebel. And he flees into the wilderness afraid. He's afraid, overwhelmed, tired. And he's so exhausted, all drained. And he finally just collapses beneath this beautiful broom tree. And he prays that he would die. Let me die. And in this moment, this represents metaphysically our soul's exhaustion, the burnout that comes when we try to carry the divine work on our human shoulders. As the exhaustion we feel when we're doing it all on our human efforts. And while he's there and he says that prayer, the angel appears to Elijah. And it gives him food and it gives him water, preparing him for his next journey. And this symbolizes that Spirit will meet us. Spirit will meet us with nourishing spiritual truths that will refresh us and restore us in our moments where we are willing to be still and rest in that infinite, boundless field of love. I know you know what I'm talking about, because when you're in that restful place, when you have been filled and nourished, when you have feasted in the presence of the divine, you walk a little bit taller, a little bit more confident, a little bit more sure that it is not I that does the work, it is the Christ in me. I can trust that. So after Elijah had rested, he went to Mount Horeb. And there he witnessed at this mountaintop a very powerful wind. And he witnessed an earthquake. And he witnessed a gigantic fire. Then after he had seen all that, there came a hush, a real stillness, through which he was able to hear the still small voice of Spirit. It's not in the busyness of life, in the chaos of life. You need to be still, know God. So Elisha's story is a Sabbath story. It teaches us that when we are weary, that we are being invited by the divine to come, rest with me. Then when we feel lost, because sometimes life can make us feel a little bit lost, like, I don't know what's my purpose, I don't know where I'm going, I don't know what I'm doing. When we feel lost, again, Spirit invites us, come and rest with me. Because when we come and we rest, we come back to center. And that's when we are then ready to listen, to hear the still small voice that will speak to us, that will guide us, that would fill us with wisdom and strength, whatever it is that we need, because we are not the source. God is the source. So Sabbath is about intentionally disengaging from your worldly demands. It symbolizes entering into the seventh day of consciousness, the Christ consciousness of peace and tranquility and serenity. A state where you're no longer striving, where we rest in the awareness that everything is unfolding in divine order and that everything is okay. We can trust that. And you could go into Sabbath rest for just a few minutes or a few hours, a day, a week, a month. Sometimes they encourage ministers to go ahead and take a Sabbath rest. Go away for some time to be without the busyness of life. Very wise, because that helps us to be better vessels of the divine and let love and wisdom and all that is poured to pour forth from us. So whatever the length it is, it's time to just be. The Sabbath is just the time to be, to honor the sacredness of life without needing to fix it or improve it or change it. Just rest, a time of renewal and communion with God. And this is so important today, it really is, because we live in a culture of, I say, acceleration, where productivity is praised. The more you do, the better you are. The more you're able to multitask, the greater you are. And they see rest as something as laziness. Our calendars become so full and our minds are cluttered and our souls are quietly yearning to exhale. And I believe there's a sacred whisper beneath all the noise of our lives that is calling us to remember the Sabbath, not just as a day in the calendar, but as a state of consciousness that you want to cultivate, a state of peace and serenity. We are not machines, not created to be machines. We are divine expressions of God. So rest is not laziness, not this kind of rest. It is not a luxury. It's absolutely a spiritual necessity. And we're being called to slow down a little bit. Slow down. Listen deeply. Live with sacred awareness. Remember who you are beyond all the doing. To reconnect to the pulse of peace and the spaciousness of grace. That is so imperative for our well-being, to remember the Sabbath. Lately, I've been taking some walks in the afternoon, late evening, because it's sometimes too hot in the day. And I decided, I used to walk with my earbuds and listen to music or a podcast, but I've decided, no, I think I want to walk in silence. Time to clear my mind, time to just be in nature. Nature is the most precious sanctuary you can be in, right? It eases everything. It has made a big difference for me. I'm making moments to choose presence before performance. Choose presence before all the doing. And I encourage you to do the same. Find spaces where you can honor the Sabbath. Because as we do that, we become the living sanctuaries of love and peace in the world. Imagine if everyone did that. It would be a different, whole new world. So today, I invite you to remember the Sabbath. Take time. And I want to end this message with a poem from Mark Napo. It's called At the Window. I was at the window when a fly near the hatch was on its back spinning, legs furiously going nowhere. I thought to swat it, but something in its struggle was too much my own. It kept spinning and began to tire. Without moving closer, I exhaled steadily. My breath, a sudden wind, and then the fly found its legs, rubbed its face, and flew away. I continued to stare at the latch, hoping that someday the breath of something incomprehensible would right me and enable me to fly again. This is the hope that we hold on to, the hope of remembering the Sabbath, that something incomprehensible would right us and enable us to be free. Namaste.
Passing the time, nothing on my mind. Keeping it lazy, just letting the sun shine. Cream in my coffee, birds in the tree. Breathing easy. Lying around in a piece that I found. Breathing
So this time of the service is we get an opportunity to give from a place of gratitude and love. Gratitude giving. How wonderful is that? It opens up our heart, and all of your wonderful offerings will go to continue to support the work we do here at Unity. If you are giving online, there is a place there where you can also give. We welcome your gifts. Would you say with me our offertory blessing? Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I give, and all that I'm open to receive. Thank you, Father, Mother God.
Margie Sutherland today. She is originally from Chicago. She works in veterinary health, and she's a recent member of Unity as from the beginning of the year. She volunteers with YFM, and she will be joining the Roanoke Valley Choral Society this fall, and she's just beginning her singing journey. So she'd like to sing for you this beautiful song, which we all know, The Rainbow Connection. Here we go.
Why are there so many songs about rainbows, and what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions, and rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know the wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Who said that every wish would be heard and answered when wished on the morning star? Somebody thought of that, and someone believed it. Look what it's done so far. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing? And what do we think we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. All of us under its spell. We know that it's probably magic. Have you been half asleep, and have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Is this the sweet sound that calls the young sailors? The voice might be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something that I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. La-da-da-dee-da-da-doo, la-da-da-da-dee-da-doo.
Well, Margie, that was lovely. Thank you. Thank you, Janice. So let us now, with great gratitude, we say our affirmation of abundance. Unity of Roanoke Valley is abundantly blessed. Creative people are drawn to us. Divine ideas flow through us. Financial resources bless us. And we accomplish mighty works together. So it is. Now, I have a few announcements, so bear with me because these are really important. Today, after service, I'm going to meet you by the bookstore and greet you. So please join me there because today we're going to show our appreciation for Joe LaCour and all his volunteers who have spent weeks cleaning up the bookstore. They cleaned the windows. I mean, they did everything and they had rearranged stuff. So today is their grand reopening, although you've already peaked. But go in there anyway and share your appreciation for them, for all the work that they have done in stocking things up. And the bookstore is more than just books. There are gifts in there. And then afterwards, I mean, while you're there, you can also join the YFM. They're going to have a little lemonade stand. And you're able to purchase some lemonade and sit in our brand new benches. We have brand new benches. Enjoy that area. So I invite you to please meet me by the bookstore where I can greet you there. The other announcement that I have, and by the way, they're doing some drawings. So if you didn't get a chance to fill out a piece of paper for the drawing, make sure you do it when you get to the bookstore. And then you get some freebies. Huh? Isn't that nice? So come and join us. I know that your support of our bookstore really supports this ministry. So thank you, Joe. Thank you to all the people that have volunteered to help you. The yard sale is October the 4th. And if you notice, guess what's here? The pods are here. They're right here on the upper parking lot. And it's an opportunity for you to, guess what? Serve in sacred service, to volunteer your time for a joyful day of connection and community and helping us to create this wonderful fundraiser that we need. So we need your wonderful energy, your smiling faces. Sign up in the fellowship hall. We need your support. Now, you can begin now to start bringing your items from home Tuesdays through Thursdays from 12 to noon. The pod will be open, so just go ahead and bring them in. And if you need assistance, 12 to 2, sorry, 12 to 2. Thank you. The pod will be open, and so you can go right ahead and put your things in there. And if you need assistance, call the office, or if you want to just do it by appointment, either way. The only thing I encourage you is please do not bring heavy items, like if you have furniture, because it'll fill up too much of the space. Wait until the last week of September to bring those in, okay? What else do I need to tell you about that? I think that's all I need to tell you about that. And then World Day of Prayer. Just very briefly, I want to tell you that this is the 32nd year that Unity has offered a World Day of Prayer. Now, World Day of Prayer is celebrated by all Unity churches throughout this nation, the Caribbean, South America, Europe, all over the world. And here at Unity of Roanoke, we're going to celebrate it by holding a 24-hour prayer vigil that will start on Wednesday, September the 10th, and it will end on Thursday at 6 p.m. with an interfaith service. We'll have an interfaith service. The interfaith service will not be live streamed. So I'm encouraging you to come. Maddie Worth is going to be our guest musician and singer, and Janice has created such a beautiful list of music that is going to uplift you and inspire you. I have invited different faith leaders to be present. I'm encouraging you with all that I can to come and support that service and invite others to come. If you notice, we put a nice banner outside to let the whole community know to come. So next week, there will be a sign-up sheet in the lobby, in the foyer, where you'll be able to sign up for a time where you are willing to give of your time to stay in prayer. The theme this year is Be Still and Know. We just talked about stillness. So be a part of this incredible opportunity that really have an impact in the world, where we can see the shift happening. We're shifting from a place of fear to a place of love and being still and knowing that God is in control, that all things are unfolding. So mark it on your calendar. September 11th, 6 p.m. is the interfaith service. It's going to be glorious. And starting September 10th, we're going to start that 24-hour prayer vigil, and next week you can sign up for that. With all that said, remember that I will meet you by the bookstore. I would love to reach you, so come and greet me and let us know. Oh, let me just announce that Jeff Allman is our board rep, and Jeff will be available to meet with you in the foyer, answer questions, any comments you have, just meet with him. And now we can welcome the children. Are they here?
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Good morning. Please be seated. Today in YFM, we had an amazing sound bowl experience with this woman right here at Marks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It was incredible. She brought all of her crystal bowls. We had a meditative moment. The kids got a chance to explore and play. So, thank you again for coming here and facilitating this for the kids. A couple quick YFM announcements. We have a lemonade stand today to go with the grand reopening of our bookstore. So if you'd like to support YFM, please come and get some lemonade. All donations are going to be going towards sending our kids to rally this fall. We've got a rally here for the teenagers in October, and then the following weekend, our tweens get to go to Unity of Gaithersburg. So your support is very appreciated. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, the peace that is meant to be with God as creator. God's children are we. Yes, we walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me. Yes, this is the moment now. With every step I take, yes, this is my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me.
Please say our prayer protection with me. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you by the bookstore. Thank you.